Welcome to this video on using AudioPen. AudioPen is maybe my favorite creation tool in terms of the AI. Takes spoken voice from you and transcribes it, not word for word, but cleaned up, AI driven in a better way. So you can do, it's web-based. It's also app-based. It's also an extension. So I'm just going to do a quick search here for AudioPen, and we'll go to the website. Again, this is one of those like freemium type tools. It has a lot of good free features. It also has some extra paid features. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign up or log in, and I'm going to sign in with Google. Again, if your school has any kind of like restrictions on using those, you might have to do this with a personal Gmail account. So again, I've got a little library here of past notes that I've made, and it's transcribed. Some notes here. I do have 10 notes that I can go in and use. If I've got one that I don't want anymore or I've used, I can go ahead and trash that and I can delete it. Okay? And notice then I have 1 of 10. So I can use this over and over if I delete notes that I'm done with. You can use this. There's an app in your app store, depending on if you're iOS or you're an Android based, or you can see up here in the top right-hand corner, I've got an extension in this little orange option where I can run it here if I'm on, let's say, for example, other websites. I could use that as well. For the sake of this, I'm just going to use the web-based tool. And you simply, to be able to record, all you have to do is click the orange microphone. And you're going to talk. And it does not have to be clear. You can say ums and ahs. You can basically ramble about your thoughts, and then it's going to clean that up for you. Okay. So I'm going to do an example here. Maybe we've got a problem with some classroom behavior or some seating arrangement. I'll try to be brief. Mrs. Smith, I'm writing to you because I've had some issues with Johnny in class. I've tried to move him several times. And it doesn't seem to matter who he sits next to. We continue to have behavior issues where he's distracting those around him. So we've had some interventions, like I've held him after school and spoken to him. We've had some different friend issues. So I'm hoping to get some suggestions from you about ways to improve or things that you think Johnny is motivated by. I would appreciate any feedback that you have. I will continue to enforce with positive behavior incentives, hoping that we can get Johnny on the right track in terms of not being a classroom distraction. Thanks. And I'm going to hit stop. Notice I had 3 minutes there. On the free version, you get 3 minutes. If you decide to subscribe to this, you can ramble for 15 minutes if you decide to pay for this. Notice it goes through sort of a transcription or writing process. Then I get this here. Mrs. Smith, I'm writing because I've had some issues with class. Basically a cleaned up version of what you just spoke. Okay, short. I clearly did not have this short of direct approach. Okay, so this up here is the top left is the rewrite tool, but that's a premium tool. You notice if I open this, okay, I can get Prime. But these are pretty good, pretty cool tools. So if you're somebody who has to generate a lot of emails or documents or instructions or things, this is a game changer. I can go back here. This is the one I did for lunchtime. Okay, this is a pretty short note. I probably spoke for 2.5 minutes doing this, and it condensed it all down to this pretty simple option that I like. So when you're ready, this is simply a matter of, I can do a copy paste here. I can hit this copy button to do that. Or if I don't like it and I want to do it again, I can delete it and try again. Notice I have a historical record here. I've got 2 of my 10 saved. This same it functions the exact same way with the extension, where I hit the extension and the little button pops out on the side, or if you have the app, it has the same feature. So AudioPen, great creation tool from voice to text.